I'm going to delve a little bit further into the dart transfer command. I've got my fit garment up and I'm going to show you 3 different dart transfers. I've got my fit garment here. I'm going to ungroup it. I'm going to eliminate the skirt portion. I just drug around the skirt and then deselected the waistline and deleted all that. I'm going to intersect the center front. I'm going to get rid of this chest line and the chest line text, as well as that copyright text, and then I'm going to move this text down. First thing you're going to do with any dart transfer, you're going to draw a guideline from this bust apex outwards. You need a guideline so that these center fold lines of these darts can intersect to this. So I'm going to right click in the center, drag it out. Then I need to move this out of the way, so I'm going to do that by using the copy command. Holding my control key down and just dragging with the mouse. Do not click your mouse. 1.5, enter. So when I do a specification, this is 1.5 inches, so I know exactly how much to move it back. So I can eliminate that. Next, I'm going to intersect the center fold line to the guideline at the beginning point. Now, since I'm going to be doing 3, let's go ahead and make 2 copies of this. For these other 2. That way we won't have to repeat these steps. Okay, the first one I'm going to do is at the neckline. So I want the dart opening to be about halfway, half the distance or the midpoint on this. So I'm going to first locate a midpoint. Then I'm going to hit my dart transfer. Some commands you have to select the object first before you select the command. These particular commands, especially the dart transfer in slash and pivot and true dart, you don't. You're going to select the command first. So we're going to do dart transfer. Here in the window, it gives you your instructions, click or snap. We're going to snap, which is right click for precise placement. And then I snapped or right click down at the bust point, dart point, right click at each end of the dart I'm eliminating, and then it tells me to select the objects that I want to rotate. I want to rotate everything here. I want all of this to rotate counterclockwise, 100%. So that opens this dart. I can get rid of this and this and that one and that one and that one. And then I can intersect the side seam back up to here. Then I need to draw my dart leg on this side. So I'm going to right click and right click. I'm going to hit my space bar here and close off that dart. Now I need to draw the center line. So I'm going to select this and do another midpoint. Select my line, right click and right click. Okay, so your dart was transferred to the neckline. The next thing we need to do is to move the dart point. Moving the dart point entails knowing what the distance is from the dart point. It's going to be the same on the torso and the side dart. So I'm going to put a specification in right here to see how much I need to move the dart. 1 inch. So then I'm going to move the dart point. It says click on the center line, each dart leg, and then snap or right click to the pivot point. 1 inch, apply. Now this is telling me it's not meeting up, so what do I have to do? Let's try intersecting this center line here. I'm going to go ahead and cut here and here and here. Let's try intersecting it to here. And let's try that again. This can get kind of fussy. Again, it's not telling me the dart legs don't meet. So let's get in tight here. I'm going to try and move. No, I'm not. Let's try a cut. Back out of that. That's not working. Let's try an intersection to here. Okay, here is the little line that is giving us problems. And then we lost our midpoint line. So let's draw another midpoint line. Let's try it again. Center. 1 inch. Still, it's not meeting at the dart point. What's going on? Let's hold on to these and move point and right click there. Well, let's try it. There. Okay, that worked. So we need to intersect this line to here. Get rid of the rest of that. And then we have to redraw this line. Like I said, the move dart point is kind of fussy. Next thing we need to do is to true the dart. So this dart is going to fold into the neckline. We need to right click at the leg of the previous, right click at the dart point, right click here. We can get rid of this line. We can get rid of that line and that rogue point. So now the side dart has been moved to the neckline. And then of course you would do all of your stitching lines and your offsets for your cutting lines. And I do like to get my dart legs in there to change. So let's change this line style to a dashed stitching line. And then we're going to do our offsets for a cutting line. I missed, maybe not. Now, depending on the angle, you can either intersect or you'll need to draw a line. I can intersect here to here, here to here, and in through here. And here does not square up. So I'm going to draw a line, right click and right click. This will square up so I can intersect. This will not square up, so I need to draw a line. When I say square up, I mean a perfect square. It won't intersect correctly. This will square up, and then this will come down here. Now, this center line is 15, so let's put a place on fold symbol 10 inches vertically. And then I'm going to just get in here and place it. And that's it. That's all you have to do, and then we're going to group it. So the next one I want to do is a midpoint at the shoulder line. before I do that, so I don't have any more problems, I'm going to go ahead and intersect the torso center line to the side leg. And I could probably go ahead, let's try it with putting it there. All right, let's see if that works a little bit better on my move dart point. As soon as I right click there and right click here, it's going to create the break here. Right click, right click. I'm going to move all of this 100% counterclockwise. And there it is. Let's delete all these. Now we need to draw the other dart leg. Close up the dart up here. Midpoint. Draw another. I'm going to draw from the bust point up here. Now let's try and move dart point. Center, leg, leg, right click. 1 inch. And there, that did it. At this point, we can go ahead and move this, create another copy, move it back 1.5 inches. Hold your control key, do not click your mouse. Move it back 1.5 inches, and then we can get rid of our guideline. We didn't get rid of the guideline, we didn't do it here, so let's ungroup that and do that while we have this. Copy, 1, hold your control key, click once, just shift over with your mouse, do not click your mouse, type in 1.5 and hit enter. Get rid of the secondary bust point. Now I can regroup that. And once again, we're going to true the dart. It's going to fold into this. Right click at the there, right click it there, right click it there. That looks good. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that rogue point. Again, this here gets turned into our stitching lines. I'm going to get rid of that and intersect it, the upper one down there. So now that'll be easier. Change, style, dash stitching line, apply. I also like to go ahead and select the outer dart legs that get sewn. All right. Next thing we need to do is to offset. Now, if your command, if it doesn't pop up your window as soon as you hit your command, hit your escape key. I like 5/8 of an inch, so all right. Now let's do some intersections. The center front can get intersected down here. The waistline to the side seam. The shoulder to the armhole. And then all of this here can get intersected. This cannot square up, so I'm going to be drawing a line. Right click at each point. This will not square up, so I'm going to draw a line here to here. Again, we're going to add a 10-inch place on fold vertically. Zoom in and move that over. Group. All right, that's done. So now that we know the move dart actually requires this to not be intersected and this to not be intersected, we can get rid of that. So we want midpoint here, Dart transfer, right click, right click, right click, right click. I want to move this line, and this line 100% counterclockwise. So now I can get rid of all of these. I'm going to get rid of that and then intersect this down to here. Now we need to draw in the other dart leg, and I'm going to start from the pivot point to here. We need to close it off up here, midpoint here, and draw your center fold line. So I'm going to right click the bust point or the dart point here. Now let's move dart point, click center, click each dart leg, right click at the point, 1 inch, apply. Copy. Hold your control key, do not click your mouse. Type in 1.5 and hit enter. So then I can get rid of here and there. So there's the 3 different spaces that you can do a dart transfer. You can dart transfer the torso darts other places too. I'm not going to go through doing my stitching lines on this. You know how to do that. But that's basically all there is to the basic dart transfer.